think today's the day. Also, happy birthday to EMD, by the way. I hope you have a good one, man. Anyways, today marks the 21st anniversary of 9/11. As you may know, that was one of the tragic days in American history. It's where the time where the World Trade Center hit the build the planes hit the World Trade Center and Haiti Marco. So we will never forget 9/11. Never ever ever. It's been like 21 years since this happened. September 11th, 2001. Back in my days when I was little. I wasn't born in 2001, to be honest. Yeah, I wasn't born yet. But I do know I was alive in the 2000s, where it was life was perfect for me. But 9/11 is is one of the tragic days in American history, and we do need to remember that. I'm going to show you a video later of the real footage this day happened on the news. Hi, Rod. Hi, Rod. Hi, Todd. And rest in peace to the people who died on that day. I pay respect to the victims who died on that day. Hi, Crystals. Yep, very sad. Yep, we know that. I wished him a happy birthday at the beginning of the stream, and in the starting of the stream that I just started right now. Yeah, yeah. There's this one plane crash that happened on purpose. give credit to CBS News, by the way. This is actually real news footage about how they're talking about how that happened, you know?
It's 8:52 here in New York. I'm Bryant Gumbel. We understand that there has been a plane crash on the southern tip of Manhattan. You're looking at the World Trade Center. We understand that a plane has crashed into the World Trade Center. We don't know anything more than that. We don't know if it was a commercial aircraft. We don't know if it was a private aircraft. We have no idea how many were on board or what the extent of the injuries are right now. We have, I understand, an eyewitness on the phone right now. Sir, good morning. This is Bryant Gumbel. Could you give us your name?
Yeah, my name is Stuart.
Stuart, where are you right now?
I'm working at a
Actual
restaurant
phone
in Soho.
calls from what they
All right,
saw.
so tell us what you saw, if you would.
That's
I
sad.
was waiting at a table and I literally saw it seemed to be like a small plane. I just heard a couple noises. It looked like bounced off the building, and then I just saw a huge ball of fire on top. And then the smoke seemed to come down, and it just a lot of smoke was coming out, and that's pretty much kind of what I saw.
Can you tell us about the scene down there right now?
Right now, people are just on the street looking at the building, and the buildings, there's just a lot of smoke.
Exactly, Ron.
Not too crazy down where I am.
How far away from the World Trade
Look how
Center
bad it is.
specifically are you?
I'm actually on Thompson Street North. I'm not too far.
It's 8:54 right now, Stuart. Can you tell me when this happened exactly?
I would have to say about 10 minutes ago.
Were you looking up as the plane approached the building, or did it only catch your attention after it crashed into the World Trade Center?
I heard sort of a crashing sound, but I looked up and I looked up quick enough to actually see something go into the building, but everything happened so fast I wasn't quite sure what I was looking at.
So there's no way you can know whether or not the plane seemed to be in trouble before it crashed into the building.
Oh, no, I couldn't tell.
It's hard for us to tell from the picture we're seeing just how far down from the top that plane crashed. Have you any better eyesight to it from your vantage point?
Not really. All I know is it definitely wasn't the top of the building, because that seemed to be intact from what I saw.
Obviously, the timing of this is important. It comes before 9 o'clock. Perhaps, and we say that in hopeful fashion, perhaps not everybody was at work, because if that building was in fact crowded with workers, we're looking at probably some casualties and injuries of considerable proportions. But
I
right
know
now,
they're foolish.
there's no way of telling that. We're on the line with another eyewitness. Sir, this is Bryant Gumbel in New York.
Huh. That's weird. Well, let's just don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Let's just
How you
continue.
doing?
I'm fine, thank you. You're Wendell?
Yes, I am.
Wendell, can you give me your last name?
Klein.
Wendell Klein. Tell me where you are, if you would.
But right now I'm back in the hotel. I'm in the hotel offices here, the front office.
Hang on.
You're in the, okay,
Never mind.
where were you when
I was standing right in front of the hotel. I'm the doorman there. And
the hotel, which hotel?
Marriott World Trade Center.
Right across from the World Trade Center.
It's actually right in between.
Right in between the World Trade Center. Okay, so you were standing outside, and tell us what you saw and what you heard.
Well, what I heard first, an explosion. And I just figured that it was a plane passing by. Then all of a sudden, stuff just started falling, like bricks and paper and everything. And so I just kind of ran inside to get away from the falling debris and glass and so forth. Then after everything stopped, because it was falling in the street and the cars were crashing into each other. Then when it kind of stopped, I heard a guy screaming. And when I looked over, there was a guy that was on fire. So I kind of ran over and I tried to put the fire out on him. And he was.
Oh, do you guys hear that alarm? That means they're ready to evacuate in the hotel.
He was screaming, and I just told
Sorry,
him,
I
roll,
didn't mean to
and
do
he
that.
can't. And then another guy came over with his bag and kind of put the
I didn't mean
planes
to
on him.
tell you what
So
happened.
right now, he's being taken care of. I just had him call an ambulance and stuff so we can help him out.
He caught fire as a result of the falling debris?
Yeah.
How much debris? Can you give us an idea of how much came crashing to the ground?
It's just a lot. Bricks, a lot of bricks, a lot of glass. I'm like enough to like damage cars on the street, make cars swerve into each other, that kind of thing.
I hear alarms going off down there. What's
That's
happening?
our hotel alarm, and basically, I guess that went off automatically. They evacuated everyone in the hotel
Uh-oh.
and evacuated all employees.
They have
I
evacuated the
feel bad
hotel.
for these people who had experienced
Yeah.
this.
Are you hearing
Back
anything,
then.
Wendell, about what kind of a plane it was or how many were on board?
No.
All right, Mr. Klein, thank you very much, sir. I understand Teresa Renault is with us right now. Ms. Renault, good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
This is Bryant Gumbel. I'm down on 59th and 5th. Where are you?
I am in Chelsea, and we are at 8th and 16th. We are the tallest building in the area, and my window faces south, so it looks directly onto World Trade Center. And I would say, approximately 10 minutes ago, there was a major explosion from probably, it looks like about the 80th floor. It looks like it affected probably 4 to 8 floors. Major flames are coming out of the,
Floors.
let's see, the north side and also
Dang.
the east side of the building hit. And it was very loud explosions followed by flames, and it looked like the building is still on fire on the inside.
Which building are we talking about? The one that's westernmost?
Let's see. Yes, sir.
Did you hear the explosion
Oh,
from
yeah.
your position?
Yes, we did. As a matter of fact, we heard it, and because I was just like standing there pretty much looking out the window, I didn't see what caused it or if there was an impact.
So you have no idea where
Another one, another plane just hit. Right,
See,
oh my
right
God,
here,
another
right
plane
there.
has just hit. It hit another building. Flew right into the middle of it. Explosion. My God, it's right in the middle of the.
The lady saw it too, in the window. Gee, oh my God, oh my goodness. I feel bad for the lady who had to saw. The other plane crash was on purpose,
The building.
This one into the east tower.
Yes, right in the middle of the building.
My heart breaks my heart is broken for the lady who saw that. I feel bad for her.
And right now, that was definitely looked like it was on purpose.
You saw a
Yes,
plane?
I just saw a plane go into the building.
Why do you say that was definitely on purpose?
Because it just flew straight into it. It looks like it's about I would say 15
Yeah, I think the other one is probably on purpose.
floors lower
We all
than the
think
first
that.
building, and there's now flames coming out of that building as well. They're both completely on fire.
Now, Teresa, hang on with us 1 second. We're gonna re-rack the tape of when we were talking to you to see if we can tell.
Okay.
We can't see anything.
See right there,
We can't see
right
a second
there,
plane in the
the
picture.
plane crash.
There we see the
on
explosion.
purpose. Okay. That was kind of sad. Hi.
Hello.
So we were just watching the real news footage of the actual day that happened.
Yeah, I saw the whole thing. It was like 21 years since it got attacked.
Yeah.
And
But right now
I
we're gonna
feel bad
watch
for the
it.
people that got died for the 9/11 attacks.
Yeah, but right now we're gonna watch another one. Student shoots just one.
A bomb just went off in the World Trade Center. It's unbelievable.
Oh,
It was the
students
sound
are
of the
girls.
first plane slamming into the North Tower that jolted then NYU student Caroline Dries and her roommate from their sleep. Caroline grabbed her video camera and started rolling.
I had just received the camera like a week previously, and so the night before was the first time I was actually using it, so it was just sitting on my desk. It looked like an airplane crashed into the building. God, it was a terrorist, though.
We were kids. Like we were so vulnerable and so naive.
What's that falling? Is that a person? Where? Oh my God, falling.
Oh my God, people falling. People falling from the building is just sad. right?
Yeah.
Action was that there's no way people are going to be jumping to their death. I just couldn't like go there.
Caroline kept rolling, her hand steady, her nerves not.
Jesus, my God. Oh my God, the kids are watching too. This is really sad and heartbreaking to see those kids experience this
Mhm.
when they were kids. They're not kids anymore, and they're just remembering it right now. I feel bad for these kids.
Yeah.
I just remember feeling like I don't know what to do.
Oh my God! What do we do? I don't know!
That feeling of like being so
These screams
vulnerable,
from these kids,
was
I
so
feel so
overwhelming.
bad.
And so we ran out of the apartment, took the elevator down to the street, and it was just kind of pandemonium on the street with no one knowing what was happening.
Feeling unsafe, they went back up to their apartment.
Megan drinking Applebee's and vodka.
My sister's mom.
Yeah, totally Applebee's.
Oh, it was.
Oh my God.
Oh,
That was scary.
Oh my God!
Maxine.
they didn't cut that on video, right?
That is
Mhm.
so chilling, just like as goosebumps to see that.
They did cut that on
It
video.
looked like a monster. It looked like something out of a horror movie. This just massive dust cloud consuming everything in its path. It's just so
They
surreal.
cut it like 1 minute late.
10 years later, Caroline Dries is all grown up, a successful writer and producer in Hollywood. But she acknowledges she's
Yeah,
all
like crashing anything like planes, cars, buses, and trains in
It's
places
been 10
that
years
is
for me to
beyond.
understand why this footage is special. People, I think, want to remember the details clearly to hold on to it because they know how significant it was. Sometimes I think, it would be nice to have not filmed it, to just have run and had let time kind of erase all of the details and just moved on a little faster.
Jessica Gomez for CNN Los Angeles.
My God, my goodness. Sad, isn't it, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's that. Oh, that was 8. I was gonna go to this one, but it looks like it's 8 hours long. Let's go
Damn.
to this. Let's go to this one. Oh, that's 20 minutes long. I don't know. It's not that long, isn't it?
We're going to join another one of our New York affiliates, WABC, for their live coverage.
Overhead, and then
Like
all of
this
a sudden, I
person
looked
here.
kind of louder, and I looked up, and all of a sudden, it
Exactly, DeMarco. It's just horrifying.
smashed right dead into the center of the World Trade Center. Big flash of flame, fire coming out from all over. Then all the bricks is a huge hole right now. It almost like the plane probably went through. I'm not sure.
Winston, can you see? Are you on the north side there where the plane made contact?
Yes, I am.
Now, when you say a huge hole, one of our earlier witnesses, Libby Clark, said not much of the plane came down off the building. Much of it went
totally into the building.
It's in the building from what you can see.
Right.
Now, can you see if there's a lot of debris downstairs, Winston?
No, because it looked like it inverted with the impact. Everything went inside the building.
Inside.
The only thing that came out was a little bit of the outside awning. But I'd say the hole is, let me just get a better look right now.
Okay, go ahead.
I'd say the hole takes about, looks like 6, 7 floors were taken out. And there's more explosions right now. Hold on, people are running.
Winston, hold on just a moment. We've got an explosion inside.
The building's exploding right now. You got people running up the street. Looks like 6, 7. The hole takes about, looks like 6, 7 floors were taken out. And there's more explosions right now. Hold on, people are running.
Winston, hold on just a moment. We've got an explosion inside.
The The building's exploding right now. You got people running up the street.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on.
Okay,
Oh
just
my God.
put Winston on pause there for just a moment.
Okay, the
While
whole building just exploded some more. The whole top part.
he, okay.
The building's still intact. People are running up the streets. Am I still connected?
Winston, this would support probably what Libby and you both said, that perhaps the fuselage was in the building that would cause a second explosion such as that.
That's what just happened then.
That certainly.
Yeah, people are running up.
We're getting word that perhaps.
Okay, hold on. The people here are, everybody's panicking.
All right, but Winston, Winston, let me put Winston on hold for just a moment.
Okay, I don't know what's on everything. I'm inside of a diner right now.
Well, Winston, you know what? If you could give us a call back, I just don't want to panic here on the air. Let's just take some of our pictures from News Chopper 7.
Hi, Francis.
Now, one of our producers said perhaps a second plane was involved, and let's not even speculate to that point, but at least put it out there that perhaps that may have happened. The second explosion would certainly back the theory from a couple of eyewitnesses that the plane fuselage perhaps stayed in those upper buildings. Now, if you look at the second building, there are two, that both Twin Towers now are on fire. Now, this was not the case, am I correct? A couple of moments ago. This is the second Twin Tower now on fire. And we're going to check on the second flight if perhaps that had happened. This all began at about 8:48 this morning. Again, what we know, in case you're just joining us, a small plane, not a Cessna type or 5 or 6 seater, but instead perhaps a passenger flight, ran into the north side of the World Trade Center. As you can see, the second explosion that you're looking at now, the second Twin Tower, it has spread much debris, much more debris than the first explosion or the first accident. Is Winston still on the line with us? Okay, he's not there, but do we have, I'll just talk to my producer, do we have an eyewitness that perhaps sees better than we do from these pictures? Again, you can see that there is debris falling off. Come on, Dick. Okay, we actually have an Eyewitness News reporter, Dr. Jay Adlersberg, who is downtown at the time, and he is on the phone with us live. Dr. Jay, what can you tell us?
Hello, Steve. I'm actually uptown at 86th and Riverside. I can see the World Trade Center from about half the building up to the top. And about 5 minutes ago, as I was watching the smoke, a small plane, it looked like a propeller plane, came in from the west, and about 20 or 25 stories below the top of the center, it disappeared for a second and then exploded behind a water tower, so I couldn't tell whether it hit the building or not. It was very visible that a plane had come in at a low altitude and appeared to crash into the World Trade Center.
Dr. Jay, we're going to take a look at a videotape just moments ago of the second plane hitting the World Trade Center. That is spectacular pictures. I don't know if you could see the plane, and that too was a passenger plane, if perhaps some type of navigating system or some type of electronics would have put two planes into the World Trade Center within, it looks like, about 18 minutes of each other. You want to go to? We have another copy. There's the second plane, another passenger plane hitting the World Trade Center. These pictures are frightening indeed. These are just minutes between each other. So naturally, you will guess and you will speculate and perhaps ask the question, if some type of navigating equipment is awry, that two commuter planes would run into the World Trade Centers at the same time. Our director, you're speaking in my ear at this point. You are looking at live pictures right now of the World Trade Centers. Again, we now have two passenger planes within 18 minutes of each other smashing into the World Trade Centers. Dr. Jay, are you still with us on the phone?
I'm still with you, Steve.
Dr. Jay, this is just frightening pictures indeed, and I would assume or you would naturally think that when
We've
there's
been listening to some of the coverage provided for us by our affiliate WABC out of New York City. Let's go now and check our other affiliate WNBC to get the latest. I'm sorry, WNYW here, live coverage here of this amazing picture we're getting from Lower Manhattan. 2 planes, one hitting each of the Twin Towers at the World Trade Center.
They come by and say, what happened, what happened? And you just got to say, something hit the building, and then something hit both buildings.
We saw clearly, we didn't see the first one, but we saw clearly that a plane deliberately crashed into one of the upper floors of the World Trade Center. That was the second plane. So 2 planes crashed into the upper floors of each of the World Trade Center towers. And I understand now that the Port Authority headquarters are in one of those buildings somewhere near that location.
Jim, I don't know whether we confirmed that this was an aircraft, or to be more specific, some people said they thought they saw a missile. I don't know how people could differentiate, but we might keep open the possibility that this was a missile attack on these buildings.
I must say that we have an eyewitness who said it was a large plane that crashed first. And then as we were watching the live picture here in the studio, we saw a plane crash into the other tower of the World Trade Center. And again, let's just to be sure, there it is. There it is. The plane went right through the other tower of the World Trade Center.
That is a very hard thing to watch.
And these are incredible pictures that we're watching this morning. These, thanks to our affiliate WNYW in New York. You are looking at this picture. It is the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center, both of them being damaged by impacts from planes. We saw one happen at about maybe 9 minutes before the top of the hour. And just moments ago, so maybe 18 minutes after the first impact, the second tower was impacted by another, what appeared to be another passenger plane. In fact, we've got some tape replay of that. We have the tape available right now. Here's the plane. Here's the tape. You see the plane coming in from what looks like the east side, and it blows into the building with the flames and the smoke billowing out the other side of the tower. It's hard for me to tell exactly which is the north side and which is
Hi, Leafy Dude.
the south side, but it appears it's coming out of the north side there. Incredible pictures. These happened just moments ago.
Hang on, guys.
And I believe we have someone with us on the line. Ira Ferber. We have Ira Ferber, former NTSB spokesman, and you're watching these pictures as well with us, are you not?
Yeah, I'm with you on CNN.
What can you make of what we have seen, particularly with this replay we just saw moments ago?
That's absolutely inexplicable. There shouldn't be any aircraft in that area, much less something heading what would look like deliberately for the World Trade Center Tower.
You don't think there's any way this could be any kind of an accident, no kind of a navigational equipment failure, or some sort of a navigational port by beacons or whatever?
No, you've got incredibly good visibility at this point, and no pilot is going to be relying on navigational equipment in such a circumstance that would cause them to crash into the World Trade Center.
How far out of the way from an approach to either LaGuardia or Kennedy would a plane have to be to hit the World Trade Center?
There are approaches that come up along the Hudson River, which is to the west of the World Trade Center, and those aircraft usually wind up going into LaGuardia. So you can come within a mile or two of the World Trade Center, but it is such a visible object as you're approaching New York City that it's just not possible for a pilot during the daytime to have taken a course that would put it right into the World Trade Center. A second occurrence within a few minutes is beyond belief.
As you can see, there definitely is no weather problem, so weather would be definitely ruled out as a factor in this case.
Yes, but the course is a normal course. I mean, for commercial pilots coming into New York, it certainly appeared from the video on CNN that the second aircraft was heading for the tower, and that it was a commercial-sized aircraft.
Could you have a better idea about what size that plane was? It was kind of hard for me to tell. You're an expert in these matters. Could you look at that tape and tell what size that plane was?
it would have to be slowed down, and you'd need more than one angle for it because you'd want to see how many engines on it, the shape of the tail.
Well, if it's possible, gang, could we go ahead and replay that tape right now? Do we have the tape ready of the second plane impacting? We're going to put that tape on in just a second. Here we're about to roll it now. And if you can, sir, I don't want you to speculate, but if you can give us an idea of what you think might be at play here, what kind of plane we're talking about, or at least what size. If we're talking about one that would hold, say, 100 people, one that would hold 300 people, from what you see, we can back the tape up further than that, guys. Here we go.
Very hard to get a perspective on it. I don't know how far away we are at this, but that looks to me like it could be certainly a passenger jet and one of those aircraft that could hold 100 or more people. I question at this point to wonder whether or not that airplane was occupied by more than just a pilot or crew. We don't necessarily know that there were any passengers aboard that airplane.
Understood.
Darren Kagan joining the conversation here, sir, but there's no indication that there would be any air traffic on purpose in the area of the World Trade Center at this time of day, or any time of day for that matter.
Well, not directly into the World Trade Center.
No, they're getting close to it.
You would be clearing the World Trade Center by a few miles. Normal operations. And when you're looking at the pictures that you see with all the smoke and fire and all that, it's just absolutely unbelievable to think that the flight crew that wouldn't ordinarily see the World Trade Center, wouldn't ordinarily be on course, would now not see this flaming beacon to avoid.
Let me ask you this about the airspace. Given that it appears that two different airplanes have flown into the World Trade Center in 18 minutes, is it possible to shut down that airspace and keep another plane from doing something just like it?
I don't think that this represents an accident, and so I don't think that we're talking about having to now keep other aircraft away. This picture that CNN is broadcasting live is probably from the range of a couple of miles away. And you can see that.
No, certainly that, but if there was somebody who intentionally was trying to do the same thing again, is there a way to shut down the airspace to keep planes out?
No, you can't shut down airspace. There's no gate, there's no fence in airspace. All you can do is broadcast that airspace is closed. But if someone is intent on breaking through it, that happens with our military airspace all the time off the coast.
I want to bring up a couple of points right now, if I may. We've just been told that President Bush has been informed of this incredible tragedy happening in New York. He did have an event scheduled at 9:30 this morning, which we were going to cover here, and he has just canceled that event. We expect he will probably have some comments fairly soon, and we will bring those to you live the moment that we understand he is available. But I'd like to ask you once again, Ira, if I can get back to asking you about this particular crash. Is it possible that those who are tracking planes either at LaGuardia through the radar, can I give us some more information about exactly what happened here? Were these planes, I guess, using beacons to come in, or if there's some sort of identification of these planes as they approached the New York area?
Yes, there should be if they were under air traffic control. You've got one eyewitness telling you that the first aircraft flew from Westchester and flew down through Manhattan and directly into the World Trade Center, presumably the North Tower. And now you've got, you're showing the other aircraft coming in. Looks to me like it would be from the west into the other tower. Those planes could be, should be, normally would be under air traffic control, but it is also entirely possible for aircraft to fly into, through, or over New York, or in this case into a building in New York without being under the control. And we use that word advisedly. All that means is information is what air traffic control is, and just operate and do whatever they want if they don't follow the rules of air traffic control.
Ira Furman, thank you very, very much for your insight. And the longer we talk, the less convinced.
All right, hang on. Yep, you left. Well, let's just continue.
Many will become that this was an accident. We thank you very much for your insight.
More information on that. Now we want to bring in Todd Harris. Todd, on the scene, saw what happened. Todd, are you with us?
Yeah, I had a perfect view, and the
plane was coming in, I noticed that the second before it hit the building, it looked like it was moving slowly. And it lined itself up to hit the building directly.
Are you talking about the first plane or the second
First
plane?
plane.
And Todd, tell us exactly where you are, where you had this great view.
I was on Highway 278, like a dead-on view of the side that it hit the building.
All right, Todd, hang on. We're continuing our conversation. Leon has something to jump in here with.
Yes, I'm checking the wires even as we speak. The Associated Press is reporting right now the FBI in Washington is investigating reports that these two plane crashes are the result of foul play. There is a report here by the Associated Press of a possible plane hijacking. They don't say two, but they say a possible plane hijacking. Let's go to Kelly Arena, who's on the phone right now from Washington. Kelly? Hello, Kelly. Kelly Arena, are you there? All right, Kelly Arena. There's Kelly. Kelly, what
Hi
do you
there. Okay, well, an FBI official has just told CNN that they are investigating, but they have not yet determined whether or not this was indeed a terrorist act. The official that I spoke to said that so far there has been no communication, no one claiming responsibility for either of those crashes. There is an investigation underway. If there is anything to be said officially, it will come out of the New York City field office of the FBI, which is right now involved in that investigation to find out whether or not it was. But I have to tell you, I repeat, right now the FBI has not determined whether or not this is a terrorist act, although they are investigating.
All right, thank you very much. Kelly Arena, we appreciate that.
Let's go ahead and bring back in Todd Harris. Todd, are you still with us? We don't have Todd. Okay, once again, if you're just joining us, the breaking story that we're following out of New York City, within the span of 18 minutes, two separate planes crashing into the World Trade Center. The rescue operations underway. Not clear. We're going to show you, this is the second plane after the first tower was already on fire. This happened just minutes ago. We'll let the pictures tell the story. You saw it live here on CNN as it happened. The plane crashed right into the side of the World Trade Center, causing a huge explosion. Now, as we speak, and we're showing you live pictures now, smoke and fire taking place in both towers of the World Trade Center.
And it appeared that second plane that we actually did have on videotape, on its approach toward that tower, actually turned. And I have to think, I'm not an expert in these things, so I don't know, but it would seem as though that move actually may have caused much more damage. These are incredible pictures, as you can see here.
Let's keep the pictures up as we go ahead and talk to more eyewitnesses. Joe Trachtenberg joining us on the phone. Joe, are you with us?
Yes, I am.
Can you tell us what your vantage point is and what you've seen so far?
Well, we got, I heard on the radio that one of the towers was on fire, and we went to High Point in our building, which is on the 25th floor. You had a clear view of the both World Trade Centers, and the one tower was smoking hot. And there was another plane that was flying low, and we just looked at it, and before you know it, just kamikaze, boom, right into the other tower, and mass explosion, windows flying. It was horrible. Still distraught looking at it.
Were you close enough to see or get a general idea of what kind of plane that was that flew in the second time?
Well, I'm not an expert on planes, but it wasn't didn't seem like a big passenger jet. It was a small, tight plane because it made some pretty radical turn, and you know, flying low, and you're not used to see big planes flying over Manhattan because I don't think you're allowed to, but it was pretty tough.
And explain to me again where your vantage point is, where you are in the city looking at this.
We're in Chelsea. It's like 25th Street, 7th Avenue. It's clear looking all the way downtown, and you can see the buildings, you know, the whole downtown. It's a clear day, and it's exact.
And once again, describe for us what you saw as that plane went into the second building.
That plane just flew straight into the second building on the downtown side of the pier, and it was just a huge explosion. And smoke just immediately, fire started immediately coming from the second tower as it hit, and there was flash flying everywhere.
All right, looks like a little bit of audio pop with that, so I'm going to say thanks to Joe Trachtenberg for talking to us and telling us what he saw. We were watching right here, live on CNN, as that plane went in. He had a closer vantage point. You could see, as you heard Leon, he was saying he didn't think it was a big jet, but a smaller plane, closer up from where he could see it.
Well, we do have a tape of a recounting by another witness, another eyewitness. I'm going to go to some tape that we're getting from our affiliate WABC in New York, where they interviewed an eyewitness who saw the second crash as it happened.
I'd say the whole takes about 6 or 7 floors were taken out. And there's more explosions like that. Hold on, people are running.
Listen, hold on just a moment. We've got an explosion inside.
The building's exploding right now. You got people running up the street.
Okay.
Hold on, what's going on?
Wait, did it just replay?
Hold on, what?
Escaped the building, Rose.
Yes, there's a huge crowd.
I think they replayed it. Well, I think that's all the 9/11 videos I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't it a really tragic day?
Yeah, that was horrifying as hell. I used to watch that on the news. That was horrifying as hell since people just got attacked by 9/11 attacks.
Yeah.
Feel bad for the people who got died in the 9/11 attacks. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, tell me about it.
Never forget 9/11, huh?
Mm-hmm. All right, DeMarco, bye.
Yeah, exactly. I just said when all those lives who have been taken by a despicable act.
Yeah. Yeah. Very sad. Mm.
"21 years, huh, since the 9/11 has been attacked." Let's never forget the 9/11 attacks where airplane, trains, and buses also crashed over in New York.
Yep.
And the birthday boy, which is EMD Progress in 2003. If you're seeing this, happy birthday to you, dude. Hope you enjoy your day. Uh, and let's not forget the Twin Tower has been collapsed.
Yeah.
That's what Molly says on her community post.
Here's a hug, brother. Here's a hug. I think I'm gonna end the stream right now. So thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
See ya.